Why don't men approach me anymore is the question.
Leave women alone.
Why don't men walk up to me anymore, they wonder.
Is it just me, or do men not approach women anymore?
Men my age and younger are no longer walking up to women. Why do you guys not do that?
Where are all the good men, they're asking.
Where are all the good men?
Where did all the good men go?
Men don't approach you. Although you have beautiful hair, your makeup is spot on.
They're weenies. They haven't been trained.
My eyebrow girl gave me the best line to use if a guy keeps staring at you but won't come up and say anything to you. I am in this.
They're asking all these questions but one. Where are all the good women that deserve such a man?
You know what I just realized about relationships? A guy starts off by putting 100% in the beginning of a relationship. And over time, that will slowly go down from like 100 to 95 to 90 to 80 to 85. And then you notice, and you only notice when it goes down to like 75 or 80%, and then you say something. And then when you say something, he puts back 5% effort and you're content. You're like, okay, he put in some effort, but it never goes back up to 100 or 90 or 95. It just goes from like that 75 to 80. And then it goes back down again to like 70. And then it goes down to 60. Long story short, it'll just go back down to 10% when it started at 100. I'm not saying all men do this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as a woman, I feel like we invest more time and put in more effort as the relationship goes on because it becomes more and more serious. Moral of the story, if you're dating a guy and he starts off at 100% effort and you're noticing over time it's slowly going down, I just think that you deserve better.
Very, very wrong. Men treat you 100%, and then, when they're not experiencing same levels of effort or appreciation, that's when the decline starts. You always expect 100%. No one can do 100% all the time. When do you get 100%? How much do you put in to make him feel valued enough to meet you where you are, and you meet him where he is? Everyone puts their best foot forward early on. Women want to be pursued hard. It's unreasonable to expect the energy level to always be that high. The effort should always be there, though. Sometimes men realize that he's not receiving the same 100% effort from the girl he's dating. Why should he continue if the effort isn't reciprocated? Delusion is really something some of these women suffer from. To expect the same energy all the time is just crazy. The reason why it goes down is because he starts to realize you're not putting in the same effort and energy he's putting in. They never talk about when their efforts and energy starts going down. It's always pointing the finger at the man. No one can maintain 100% effort and energy at all times. It's just not realistic.
Leave women alone. Stop telling us what to do with our hair. Stop telling us what to do with our bodies. Stop telling us how to dress. Leave us alone.
Gold digger. Of course I just married him for the money and I'm waiting for him to die in like 5 years to leave behind the life insurance policy.
Shut up, bitch!
Why men don't approach women anymore. Number one, the fear of rejection. Women today, as we know, have some unrealistic standards. Some women. Plus he has a six-pack, six-figure, and is 6 feet. You can't talk to him. Number two, it's not just about the fear of rejection. For some men, it's the fear of being labeled a creep or a predator because the man that's approaching you isn't your type. So because he's interested in you, he a creep? Come on now. Number three, online dating, which has made it so men don't have to get rejected in person. Number four, social media. Now you can just run up in somebody's DM. You don't have to have communication skills. I think all this technology and everything has made our communication skills terrible, y'all. Terrible. And last, we've seen how women will reject men in unnecessarily rude ways. It's okay to not be interested, to try to embarrass them. Y'all, we gotta stop.
The fear of rejection is the last thing we are worried about. Because women don't respect or appreciate the effort unless they see the man as being far more attractive than normal. The sad part is, a woman's ultra-femininity only lasts about 15 years, 17 to 32. After 32, it's like a nightmare of makeup, harsh reality, etc. I just don't want to end up on TikTok and labeled a creep for having the audacity to talk to a woman. They played themselves, done with wasting time and energy, and ungrateful and entitled women that like to bitch and moan. As you've just seen these men voicing their thoughts, approaching a woman is just too risky. Some might call it being afraid to approach, but it's more than that. There's actually women who are literally recording men who are approaching them just to post them on social media and label them as creeps. That's mainly the reason why these men today aren't approaching. For example, this one.
I'm good.
I get your name?
No, I don't have a name.
You want a name?
No.
That's very rude. What drink we gonna get?
You're rude for coming up to me and talking to me. That was nice to you.
There was no problem when you go.
Oh yeah, I'm just texting my friend. She was just texting me.
No, it was no problem. I had seen you had left it on the table, and I was trying to get your attention, but you kept walking, so you probably didn't hear me. So that's why I was bringing over here.
So what you came out here for?
Man, I was bringing your ID. I would want somebody to bring me mine, and I'm on break anyway, so it means.
Well, I'm grown. What else you came out here for?
Man, obviously that, and it's obvious, that you're pretty. So I was trying to talk to you, see if I can get to know you a little bit.
I want to get to know you. So what else you do outside this little job?
Damn, little job, man. It's a job, not a little job. But I'm a bartender, so that's what I do. I'm working.
The disrespect was uncalled for. If she wasn't interested, she could have just gone away. She just recorded this whole interaction for her social pages just to try and embarrass the man about his job. So again, why should these men approach if this is what most of these women are going to do?
It's open. It's open.
I don't go out on dates with guys who don't open the door for me.
Really?
Really?
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, man.
No, he didn't.
Normalize fucking hating your husband.
Are you stupid?
Like, for real. It's okay to go through about a minute, half a day, couple hours, fuck, a full day, even a week of just like, I can't fucking stand you right now. But deep down or in the back of your head, it might be all the way down in your toes at this point, I love you so much, and I know we're in this together, we're just in the thick of it.
How about we normalize having conversations when things are going wrong in the relationship? These podcast equipments should require a license for purchase. So many women feel comfortable trying to give women bad advice on how to be single, instead of here's how to work on your relationship. Hating your husband is probably the second quickest way to help him find a wife. Don't let your wife stop you from finding your wife.
Ouch!
Is it just me? Yes. Is it just me, or do men not approach women anymore?
I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a park.
I have noticed that people my age, men my age and younger are no longer walking up to women and trying to engage in conversation. They're no longer coming up asking for a number. Why do you guys not do that? Why do you not walk up to women anymore?
Stop approaching women when they're alone.
No, men are weird. Stop talking to women you don't know.
Oh, single men. Why are you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
No. I hate when men approach women.
So should a guy ever approach a girl in public?
I don't think so, no.
This year, I decided I'm going to go the full year without using any dating apps. However, I still want to meet people. So tonight, it's Friday, I'm going to go out by myself.
Just passing a beer garden that was full of people with their friends. It's okay. I don't know what I thought. I genuinely thought that I was gonna meet people. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna keep trying. But that was really hard.
Is it too direct for like a stranger to come off the street or in a restaurant to say, oh, I think you're really interesting and get your number there? Is that?
Of course, because I had this set of situations. It's weird. Because do not approach a woman who did not inspire that.
This question is for the guys. So, don't men approach women anymore?
So what's inappropriate? You at a game, watching your son play. Is that inappropriate?
If you're not interested,
it's always inappropriate. So the thing is, it's true. If you're into somebody, it'll be the greatest thing you've ever heard. If it's a guy you have no interest in, you'll be like, get away from me right now. My son's on the court.
They don't know what they want. If we approach, it's weird, but if we don't, they wonder why we don't approach. This here is a question that was asked. She said, "Why don't men approach me? I dress well, and a lot of people compliment my style. I always do my makeup or receive compliments from female strangers, but never men. What am I doing wrong?" As she asked that question, several men had an answer for her. Most of us have learned that women generally do not like to be approached by men. So unless you're flirting big time, it's a risk we won't take. Yeah, and all jokes aside, generally giving women compliments or approaching can get you labeled as creepy very easily. Risk to reward just isn't there unless she's giving you a 100% no doubt green light to approach or compliment. I don't compliment women because I've been told to just leave them alone, especially in public places. From a man's perspective, we're not allowed to approach women anymore. A man could have the best of intentions, and we're still not allowed. It's 2023. You have to start coming to us now. I hate to sound brash or rude about it, but it's true. Because most of the time, you're not worth the hassle. Most women I talk to aren't even half as interesting as the most boring guys out there. Unless you give me vibes that make me 100% sure that you are interested, then I'm not gonna bother. What makes you think that you're so incredibly interesting and amazing that I just absolutely have to potentially risk my well-being just to talk to you? I already have everything I need to live a fulfilling life. I don't need to talk to you. I don't and will never owe you anything.
There is a video going around of a woman describing her experience of being alone with her son when a strange man starts to approach her, which she yells, "Do not approach me, get away from me," and the man gets like offended before going away. And I've said it on this channel before, but I will say it again. Men do not seek out women for help. They will either seek out another man or they will contact the authorities. There is almost no reason for a man to be approaching a woman in public that they do not know, especially if that woman is a mother with her child and they are alone. This happened in the parking lot of a grocery store. If he really needed something, he could go inside the grocery store and ask for assistance from an associate. Leave women alone.
Yeah, this woman is confused. As far as I know, the man was trying to return something to the woman, and he went to her and said, "Excuse me." After that, she just went crazy on him and started yelling.
I'm literally shaking. A male approached me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss," and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. Ever."
Here's my read on this situation. Two potential ways I think it could be going. One is that she's got PTSD. If that's the situation, then what we're really looking at here is someone sharing their mental wounds publicly. The other side that it could potentially be is just like her looking for content. This is probably like the fourth take, and she started the video like, "My hands are literally shaking. This guy, oh wait, hold on, do it again. My hands are literally shaking right now."
And here's how to have it all, right? Here's how to have it all and be able to be all of these things. When I'm thinking about the phrase "have it all," men don't get asked that. Men don't get asked like, how can you have it all, right? How can you pursue having it all?
You know that in emergencies, the reason why we evacuate women and children first is so that we can stay behind and figure out the solution in silence.
She laughed because she knew it was the truth.
I really wish this was true. It's not, but I wish it was. I don't want men to come approach me in public. I do not want some man I do not know offering help with my car. Half the time when men try to offer to help me with my car, they fuck up my car. And then they go, "Well, I was just trying to help." Well, no one asked you. No one asked you. Unless you are the mechanic I paid to fix my car, no one asked you. If you're having trouble getting a date, just say that. Don't act like all the rest of us women want to be approached or offered fucking unsolicited advice or help. Because we don't. Leave me alone.
That's not true, actually. The rest of those women want to be approached. They scream it out of their lungs all the time. I recommend you don't approach women. Like they say, they don't need men's help anymore. They can do everything by themselves. The other thing is, they say all of these things and somehow end up blaming men at the end. You just can't win.
I just love the taste of nothing.
I don't know what man needs to answer this question, but how come when y'all see a woman and you see that she's not in the mood to speak to anybody, that's the best time y'all think to pursue her? If I don't look like I want to be spoken to, why are you telling me to put a smile on my face? Want me to be walking around like this?
First of all, men aren't mood readers. They can't just see you and assume you're not in the mood. If you see him approaching, you can tell him that you are not in the mood and keep it moving. And plus a smile goes a long way. What you just demonstrated was more than a smile. It was creepy.
My eyebrow girl gave me the best line to use if a guy keeps staring at you but won't come up and say anything to you. I am in this predicament, so I was like, Yamita, I need help. And she's a bad bitch. And I knew that she would know what to do. She was like, next time he's near you, just say, I see you peeking but not speaking. And I was like, I love that, because kind of calling them out for what they're doing. And you're making the first move by talking to them first. It's funny, it's clever, it's a recipe for success.
I will say some men would actually like to approach a woman, but because of what's going on today, they will just look for a moment and then look away. This woman here is one of the women who would like when a man approach her. But the rest of these angry women out here are ruining it for them. What a shame.